Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm Len and hi guys doing, and welcome back to another Faction Focus Sunday. And we are getting quite far through them. So far we've done about 18 or 19 factions, so we still have a few to go, but I'm not going to do everything, so just let me know in the comments which one you want to have. And today we are going to take a look at the Balkan tribes, and then in particularly Tylis. So we already talked about the Odrysians. So we're going to go pretty quickly through Tylis. So as the Balkan tribes, you have a minus 15% mercenary recruitment cost, but you do have a mercenary upkeep cost plus 50%. Initial starting challenge is hard. That's because you're Thrace, Macedon, and the Eastern factions. But we do have Live by the Sword, so plus 2 experience for infantry recruits. All infantry recruits, so that's very helpful. And we do have 150% income from sacking settlements, so that's probably what you want to do. But let me get into the campaign map and I'll see you guys in a second. So here we are on the campaign map as Tylis, and as you can see we start with one single settlement, which is also a minor settlement, so you're starting off pretty basic to bad, I would say. We are sharing the province with 3 other players, with one the Odrysians, and your first and only war so far, Macedon, and the Tribali. So you don't have any friends basically. I don't even think that the Odrysians will want to have to deal with you. You do start with a non-aggression pact, but they don't want to accept trade, so you're probably better off just killing them anyways. But your first focus is and should be Macedon, because they have 2 major settlements, hard units, difficult units to deal with in the early game. So this should be your main focus for expansion. So maybe your home province, but also just Macedon at first, and then you have like 2 major settlements in which you can like produce a little more, start up building up a little bit more of an economy, and from there start expanding towards your other sites. You do have this nice decent choke point, so Bithynia, you could go towards the eastern factions, but this is a very decent choke point to hold, so it would be also, I think, in your own benefit to keep this choke point and first deal with like the Athenians, the Spartans, the Macedonians, Epirus and all that jazz. You can go up north, but you don't have the best answer to the horse archers, so I would think to say leave this territory for what it is. But if we start taking a look at the military-wise military tree for the Tylisians, I have no idea what we would call them. They have a very split tree. As most barbaric factions, you have the horses in the green agricultural section. So you get light horse, raiding horse, and noble horse. The raiding horse is a bit of a medium-sized cav, but it also has 7 missile shots, so you do have a little bit of an extra mobility with some range compartment in it as well. Then your main building gives you the ability to build Levy Freemen and Celtic Slingers, which is basically also the only long range unit you have in this campaign. The Artisan Lodge gives you the Celtic Warriors, and those buildings of course bring you nothing, so everything is in the Bronze Workshop, where you get Spear Warriors and Thracian Warriors. So Tylis is a little bit of a combination between the Odrysians, which have access to the Thracian Warriors, and the more Celtic barbarian units, with the Celtic Warriors, Spear Warriors, Tribal Warriors, which is your pretty heavy, decent melee infantry, 30, 40, and a 70 melee defense, and the cheaper version, the Gallo Thracians. They are still a little bit better than your average Celtic warrior, and of course the Thracians, we already talked about this. pretty much glass cannons. Charge them in the sides or in the back, and they will do amounts of damage, good amount of damage. Have them in prolonged combat, they will just get absolutely wrecked. Your tribal warriors will probably be your front line, including some spear warriors. And then last but not least, you have the Oathsworn as your major highest tier unit. You also have your infantry or your missiles. You can get Celtic skirmishers, but there's no archers anywhere, so you can get your skirmishers and your ballistas and onagers and that sort of stuff, but not much in the range compartment. So slingers are able to deal with horse archers. So yeah, technically you could go up north, but I feel like there is a lot more to gain in this area over here in Macedonia, Hellas, and maybe even go east a little bit. There are some easier factions to deal with over here for you. So yeah, initial starting challenge is pretty hard. You have a pretty variety of different units and fighting styles around you, with like the Thracian warriors, Eastern, and the Mediterranean pikes and all that jazz. So yeah, initial starting challenge pretty hard, pretty decent. Very fun challenge to do. In a This Is Total War challenge, you're gonna be getting your ass kicked pretty much the entire time, because like you are in the same range, so you should take out Odessos in the first turn and then go towards over here, but there is just going to be happening quite a bit. But all in all, a very decent campaign, and I do think that is all what I have to say about this. If I've missed something, please let me know in the comments, and otherwise I just would like to say thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Peace.